Wow. So yeah, here we is almost in 2022. And white supremacy is definitely still a big thing. It's like, man, I guess I had to learn it on my own. And I deserve every bit of this. Every bit of what's been happening to me. These people been allowed to sit outside of my house, harass me and my family, hack me and my family. And at the end of the day, I deserve every bit of it because my eyes needed to be open. I've been making excuses for too long. And honestly, I've been letting too much stuff slide, including these situations. I really didn't, have it in me to deal with, the way I wanted to deal with. But still, I should have been speaking up. So at the end of the day, I think even my conditions, I think they part of the reason. I should have been spoke up on these things. I left certain fights unfought. Yeah, definitely. So one of them being what this insurance company put me through and the corrupt workman's comp system. One of the things I've been leaving out, because one of my conditions affect my memory, so I'm not always sharp, like, you know what I'm saying? I always think about stuff after I get off video and stuff like, damn, I should have said this shit. Everybody do, that's human stuff. But anyway, let's get into this. So the whole time I'm on workman's comp, a lot of people already know how these insurance companies play, how dirty they is. But a lot of people don't really know the other side of how dirty the doctors, lawyers, on both sides, and the whole system is corrupt. In Philadelphia, it's only 2 black workman's comp lawyers in the whole city. I believe PA, actually. I believe it's PA. I was looking all across PA. But I end up having to fire my lawyers and settle my case by myself with a severe condition. I'm not going to speak on the specifics of my case, but I will speak on some things I went through. But one of the other things I did not do, which they wanted me to do as a part of settling my case, and I couldn't settle my case with my lawyers because I couldn't trust my lawyers, so I fired them. I gave them their money and everything because, they did do work. They didn't deserve what they got, but they did do work. You know what I mean? But they was allowing doctors and the defense to manipulate and control the situation. But at the end, when it was all said and done, they tried to get me to sign a gag order. A gag order stating that I could not say nothing about what they put me through. I could not say nothing about my case. I can't complain about the doctors. I couldn't do this right here. And guess what? After I settled, I didn't do that, even though these people deserved every fucking bit of it. Every bit of it. I was held a long time without medication. They would take me off and on oxycodone when they choose, but I'm not going to get into too many specifics. because they put pressure on some people that I don't believe was wanted to be corrupt. But I will say this. I will definitely say this, right? Because I would think of a better way to word things. Because right now I can't put out too much information because I'm going to talk to a lawyer. But they will come and manipulate people around you and get people around you and try to turn people against you. And they would definitely love to destroy you. They would definitely love to destroy my credibility, make me look other than I am. And that's why it's important for me to get in front of this camera screen. But they not corrupt like these people. These people are complete white supremacists. The people next door to me, I wouldn't doubt that they got to them and working with them. But the black man that's been harassing my house next door with his people in the barrow. They drive the dump trucks for the barrow. With those cowards, with them, yeah, they've been doing this from the start. The 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 one boy who worked for the barrel, he got like his golden champagne colored car. He looked like a fucking Teddy Graham. He looked like a Teddy Graham with glasses. Yeah, this coward. You know, I thought he used to be cool. He used to be, you know, he'd ride around. He always be looking, but he'd speak, you know. But people like that, you know, they be plotting. When we moved into this house, this is how you know it's from the beginning. They left a Remington shotgun shell in there. I guess they tried to invoke fear in somebody. But it's been a plan from the start. He been antagonizing my house from the start. The coward across the street, he just, you know, and he would do stuff in front of him. The black guy would do stuff in front of the white guy, you know, with his shop wide open. He would do stuff in front of him. These cops is working with him. So, you know, whatever happened with me, because they try to antagonize me, and I can't say one day I won't snap out on one of them. So it's very important for me to document every single thing. They antagonize my house every day. They bug my house. The cops is working with them. The barrel is working with them. I've been documenting this. I've been complaining to the barrel, the FBI, the everybody I possibly can, because these people like trying to threaten you with jail. They will violate your house, and then they will threaten you with jail. They will call the cops on you, threaten to call the cops on you, or call the cops on you. The black dude next door to me, he feels though he got so much power from these white people that he stole my kids' tents, stuffed them in his backyard. And when I asked him about him, didn't curse at him, didn't raise my voice at this man. Still to this day, I never rose my voice at this man because he's a fucking old weirdo. So I never raised my voice at this man. You know, never even spoke ill about. I do speak ill about him in my house. You know, when I speak about what he do, because it's piece of shit stuff. You're a piece of shit if you do stuff like that. You know, I do speak about him in my house, and I have every right to. Still don't have the right to be wiretapped, but none of that. You can't tell the cops, oh, he's saying this in his house. So what they try to do is they try to plot all these plans. But the thing is, man, home value done went up around here a lot. So I guess the borough, they want to make money, man. So they plotting on and scheming on people's houses. And this is what they do. And it's been documented for a long time of what they do, you know? the guy next door to me, his family owned like the rest of the little houses on here. The guy across the street, they try to monopolize shit. And they are being allowed to. And I mean, it's cool to buy up the block and do this, but it's not cool for you to make little tactics to harass people and do stuff like that. But let me tell you, because I truly don't trust white people like that. And I'm going to tell you why. What I had to go through with the workman's comp situation, I seen a big side of it. First of all, let's put it like this. Let me leave it like this. All right. Let me tell you about my injury. So I got injured at work, right? I went out on light duty, right? So then I had to get surgery. No. Before I went and got surgery, I was taken out of work. My boss called me. Oh, this is a white lady. We miss you. We need to have you back at work. You know, it's case studies that suggest that when you're around your peers that you heal faster. All this bullshit, right? But I wanted to come back to work. I don't like sitting around. You know, and this is documented too. I always wanted to come back to work, and I didn't want to be put on light duty. Like, literally, I have all this shit documented. Like, this is me. Like, so I go back to work. They got me doing retarded shit, just standing around greeting customers, whatever. I could be at home resting, healing, but okay, whatever. Cause I need to get this. They was paying me while I was out of work. I had to be paid while I was out of work. So I went back anyway, right? Yo, I lied to you not. I walked around the Wawa. It was a bakery on the corner of my block. It's snow, ice, like a couple. I'm not gonna say the specifics because I actually forgot, but it's documented because I had to document it. I had to go to the ER and everything right after and document everything. But so I go to this bakery and they neglected to take care of this problem. Like, it was all ice, like on a and I go around the corner. Mind you, I'm injured though. Like, one of my arms is injured, and so I go around the corner, and it's all fucking ice. They neglected to do anything about it. Like, it been there for a while, no salt down, no nothing, and I slip on that shit and dislocate my other arm. So now, mind you, I'm only doing light duty at work. I'm just greeting customers, right? But I get it because it's a liability issue. They don't want to get liable, but that's not my point. My point is to show you why I don't trust these motherfuckers in their whole game. They say anything to you in your fucking face like they care about you, but it's all fucking game. So I slip, I dislocate my shoulder, my arm. Yo, they took me the fuck out of work, right? Later, you know, in my emotions and my feelings, I'm like, oh, they just like, what the fuck? Like, all this healing, you heal fast at work, all that shit went out the window because it was never about me. It was always about the business. They don't give a fuck how hard Rasheem worked, how committed Rasheem is, how much. They don't give a fuck. They will only use you and get what they need from you, and then it's fuck you. Simple as that. So, you know, I didn't even have lawyers. I wasn't even going to sue these people until they did that. So they took me off light duty, and now they have a right to not pay me. So they stopped paying me. So I had to contact lawyers. So when I contact lawyers, the lawyers say, oh, well, you know, no, they did say we can go after that, you know, because I basically made it, you know, because basically I felt as though if I had my my arm that wasn't injured, I could have protected myself and prevented myself from that that injury or whatever. So my lawyer said we can go after that bakery too, because that was neglect for them not just solid. But this bakery didn't have people in it. It had people working. It didn't look like it was doing no business or nothing like that. And I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm not going to try. This injury has happened to me a lot in my life, and I'm not going to, it's one thing for a big company to be responsible, for something I feel as though was their fault, but I'm not going to try to, if this is going to heal. This has happened to me plenty of times. I'm not going to go after no small struggling business, period. So it looked though, because these big money people. Hold on, we're going to start another one so it's not too long to upload.